Hey everyone, it's Dr. Nancy here, and just thought I'd catch you up with what's going on. It's been a while. Life kind of interfered, gotta work and make money to pay for everything, and got family and all that stuff. So I just wanted to sort of check in with what I've been doing here on the homestead. Let's see. So I think you remember from one of my earlier videos that I made this little planter when we first moved here that just was made out of some stepping stones and cement blocks that the guy had left who moved out of our house. And so I used those so I didn't have to spend any money as making a planter box out of them, which worked very well. I had some rosemary and sage and thyme and lavender, some lemon verbena, a sage, pineapple sage, and they all needed a place to go, so we planted them there. Well, since then, let's see, I've planted some cistus here. Yeah, and these are helpful for people with Lyme disease. And so I've extended that little paving block planter, used some of the downed limbs from our windstorm to make another little bed here. It's all tucked away, with straw to keep it warm because we're getting into the 30s here. So I tucked her in. I got some clover seed there, so I overplant with clover just to see if we can get something growing to cover crop. Then we can kind of push that aside, and it also fixes nitrogen and all that good stuff. And I love clover, red clover. Then I built this box here. I had these panels, these steel panels just hanging out. I was gonna originally make my greenhouse, the north wall of my greenhouse, using these, but I came into another idea for my greenhouse, so I used them for this box. Again, the guy had lots of lath that he left, so I put some lath there. I put these little things to extend to sort of hang things. Also, if we ever want to move this, we'll be able to pick it up from those. Also, I might incorporate, when I have them, some 8-foot timbers, and we'll need something to nail them into. So and they might turn out to be decorative at that point. So we'll see how it all works out. But I used what I had on hand. Probably cost me about $25 to put this all together, including the dirt. So I've got manure and straw and wood chips, and and then some gardening soil in this box. And you can see, underneath. We've composted a little bit of stuff in here, just waiting for it to compost down. It's the perfect size for those windows to fit over it, so that we can make it a little cold frame if we need to once the plants start growing. It might just turn out to be a deer feeding trough. I don't know. We'll find out. So there's that. And with my we're calling it the chimney, my original little planter box I built here. And I planted garlic here. Let's see if you can kind of see the garlic starting to come up. There's one there. There's one there. Yeah, so, and this is January 3rd. So if you're wondering what time of year it is, let's see. There's another one that's a little taller there. Yeah, and I also have ginseng interplanted with the garlic, thinking that it might fool the deer, because I know deer like to munch on ginseng. Oh, these guys are bigger. Yeah, these guys might get more sun. Yeah, the straw is a little heavier than I'd like right now. Oh yeah, look at those. Probably different varieties. They're definitely different varieties, but that's probably why it counts for their being so much taller than the other guys, and maybe they get more sun on the side. Anyhow, so lots going on there. The garlic's coming up. Happy day. You can see that there's the hugelkultur there. It's pretty much status quo as it's still winter. Over there you see some stakes. Deer or somebody knocked one down last night. I pounded them into the ground, so they were in there pretty good. Took out a little divot of dirt with it, so whoever hit it hard. But in any case, yeah, that's where the greenhouse is going to go. We've done that because we can extend it towards me, towards the camera, and it should come just shy of the windows that kind of jut out in the middle there. It'll be about 18 feet when we do that. Initially, it'll start out as 6. And here is part of the structure of the greenhouse. I had to lay it down on a flat surface for this piece to connect it up. This is the center rib, and I do have, let's see, amazingly, my little olive made it through the snowstorms and everything outside. I had been trying to get my greenhouse finished before the snows came, but they came really early and got really cold. Got down to 12 degrees here in the Puget Sound, which is unusual. So anyhow, still working on the wood over there, as you can see. Got a full 1/4 probably hand cut and split, I guess. So here's the 2 other ribs for the greenhouse, and hopefully in the next few days I'll be attaching those together. Those 2 ribs and that center rib that I'm putting together today. And then what we'll do is we'll come out here. Let's see. Also turned my compost pile the other day. And it's in there with the temperature gauge. It's not getting really hot. I need a little more fresh manure for it to get hot enough, but we're using time, and then when it's almost time to put it on the soil, I'll add some nitrogen to it to heat it up really quick. Anyhow, so this is where it's going, and here's the hugelkultur to orient you, and there's the chimney where we just were. Poor little guy, look at that, pulled it right up out of the dirt. Oh, okay. So, and there's the corner of the house, so we'll extend the greenhouse eventually to this corner. So you see where those first stakes are. Yeah, it'll be that to where the camera is. So that's kind of what's happening. Really not a lot happening at the hugelkultur. It's just kind of staying status quo. I'm hoping these little redwoods, they're a little, their feet are a little waterlogged. Hoping they'll make it to summer where they can dry out and really start to put on some growth. Yeah, we get a little clover seeds here popping up. Just put them in there to root things down and, hold it together and cover it. So that'll be coming through. Yeah. So that's kind of the state of things. And you can see, I got my path all the way around here. Eventually there will be a path over to the greenhouse and a path over to that bed. And I'm trying to decide if we should put some trees in here, some fruit trees and such, up on our balcony behind our bedroom. We'll probably, that's where I'm going to put the olive and some things the deers might munch on until they get big enough. So that's kind of the deal. That's what we're doing here. And yeah, I'll check in with you again once I get the greenhouse up, I think. I just need to lay down the foundation. I did get a load of gravel. It's way up there at the top of the driveway. So I'll be able to level some 4x4s that I'm going to pick up and get that greenhouse up. One last thing I just want to say, just want to show you guys. Yeah, so here we have a big branch down, so we'll probably utilize that for building in some way. Those need to be chipped. I'm kind of collecting and waiting for one big chipping day. But you'll see over there, there's a lot of what a lot of people would burn. I'm hoping to, because we had this willow come down with our windstorm. So these I'll probably use for garden beds to line, just to kind of act as the borders of garden beds, like I did over by the first bed we put in. I'm hoping to make some wattle fences out of some of these. Nice, long, straight. Of course, they're willow, so it might turn into a living willow fence. And this, some of it might be good for posts, for fences and whatnot, for building. A lot of it's going to go in the chipper because it's just too irregular or rotten or broken up. So some of the smaller pieces might be used as a wattle to go in and out of the little sticks. So it's like weaving. We have more stuff to chip over there. As I said, I am working on this. About 1 1/3 cords done. Probably got another 2 to go. And let's see. And then over here we got more of that willow to incorporate into building. These are nice straight pieces, so I think we'll be able to make some fencing out of them. And then our friend Joseph is going to help us take the rest of that down. Sort of in the middle of the storm when he came to clear it, so didn't get it all down the first time. Yeah, so that's how life is here on the Kinderhart homestead here. All right, and this area, we'll get a plan for it this spring. Probably won't transform until probably next year, but yep. Okie dokie. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.